Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Elizabeth, and today we're going to be talking about more ways to motivate yourself when you're working on a goal or you're trying to achieve something in your life, whether it's your wealth journey, if you're trying to build a business, if you're trying to get healthier, whatever. It's important to stay motivated and to keep going towards your goals. But as we know, it can be difficult. So let's go over some more tips that will hopefully help you on your journey. So first I want to start off with a quote from Venus Williams, and she says that discipline is freedom. When you have discipline, you get what you want. And so a lot of people have a hard time sticking with their goals and are not disciplined, but discipline is where you will get the results. Discipline is where successful people and highly successful people and entrepreneurs and wealthy people lie. That is what they do and what they stick to. So if you want your dreams, you have to stay disciplined, and here are some tips to do so. When you're working on your goal, number one, you want to make sure you reward yourself. And so if you've been doing all these things and making lots of progress and you don't acknowledge that, then you're not celebrating the small wins, and it's going to be harder to keep going and to stay motivated. So as you're going along your journey, maybe give yourself a plan and say, hey, if I reach this milestone, I'm going to do this or celebrate this or be able to get this. Or just along the way, every day, celebrate your wins for the day. And so acknowledge the things that you've done. I know sometimes, especially in the past, I would just go, okay, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? And I'd be like, yeah, I got that. Okay, cool. Let's move forward. But it's actually really helpful and can help you achieve more goals if you actually say, yes, I did that. Great job, Elizabeth. And then you keep moving forward. So acknowledge the wins. It'll help you get even more wins. Number two, Ed Milet talks about this, and actually I've been practicing this for years, but it's called touching your dream or touching your dream. So if you want to live in a certain neighborhood, go drive around that neighborhood. If you want to live a certain lifestyle, go do one of those activities for a day. If you want something, go touch it, go do it. Sometimes that's going to cost money. So if you have the money, go ahead or be willing to splurge on that. Or some of these things are free. You can imagine it in your brain. Or like I said, I used to go drive around certain neighborhoods that I liked or that were inspiring to me. And that is a free way that you can do that. Number three, look at people who you want to be like. So in order to motivate yourself, look for people who inspire you. Look for people who are in the same place that you want to get to. And then use them as your mentors. Use them as motivation and go, I can live that life too if I do the work, if I learn the skills, and if I keep persisting. So find those people to motivate you and to inspire you. If you're just around people that aren't achieving what you want, it's going to be harder to stay motivated. But if you see the people who have gotten there and you listen to those people, it's going to really, really help you on your journey. Number four, I know you're not a dog, but condition or train yourself. So along the way, like the rewards, you can train yourself for these good things. So if you do what you're supposed to do, give yourself a reward, give yourself a high five, acknowledge yourself in that moment and keep going. So you want to condition yourself for the good. You want to condition yourself. So start thinking positive thoughts, start believing in yourself, start conditioning yourself towards success by acting the way you want to be. Act the way, stay motivated by saying, I am this person. And so I'm going to be this person, and motivate yourself along the way. Number five is to give yourself positive feedback. So whenever you're going on a journey, it's really important to make sure that you are giving yourself feedback. So any feedback is good that can help you grow, but give yourself some positive feedback as well. So if you're doing the right things, then tell yourself, hey, I'm doing a good job. See if someone could be a cheerleader in your life, someone that you're close to, and say, hey, can you guys cheer me on if I'm doing the right thing? Can you guys give me some acknowledgement? It's going to help me stay motivated. So there's a reason there's cheerleaders in the world. There's a reason that you feel good when people are like, you got this, you can do this, let's go, keep going, because you're helping them see that in themselves and be motivated and inspired. So find people who can help encourage you and encourage yourself always. Number six, listen to successful people, motivational people, things that will help you achieve success. So I know I'm not just listening to any random podcast or any random videos on YouTube or online. I am specifically finding mentors, people who are very successful, people who have a lot of wealth, people who have a really good mindset, people who have achieved a lot, people who have really good families, people who are really healthy. And I listen to them and I listen to what they do. I listen to their habits. I learn their habits. I also figure out what their mindset is, which is critical. And I hear this positivity in the background. So I don't hear coworkers or other people who are gossiping about other people or whining about something. I hear good. I hear just this noise That is not noise. It is feeding me with good and with a good mindset and with positivity and with belief. And so you want to find people and mentors who will help guide you to say, hey, maybe we should go this way. Hey, maybe you should work on this. Hey, maybe you should keep going here, but also to feed you with this right mindset and this winner's mindset. You want to have the winners, the high achievers, and the success mindset. It's really possible to go in you and to go in anyone, but you have to be around it. You have to start feeding your brain that and avoid all the other stuff. Number 7, this is something that is extremely motivating to me, and it's to think about what life will be like if you don't do the thing. So I always talk about trying to find your why and why you're working on what you're working on and why you're trying to build wealth and why you're trying to do these things or get healthy. But honestly, what happens if you stop? What happens if you stop? Because along your journey, and if you're having a hard time or you're having ups and downs or you're having weird feelings or you're having doubts, if you're having insecurities, whatever, which you're going to have because that's part of the journey, then you need to know to keep going. You need to know that if you stop, your life is just going to stay the way it is. And maybe there are good things about how your life is, but there's a reason why you're working on what you're working on. And I would encourage you to remember that. Sometimes I forget. I'm like, wait, why am I doing this? And it's like, oh snap, this is why. And so I keep going. So remind yourself, because otherwise you're going to keep living the same life. If you don't invest, if you don't learn how to buy assets, if you don't do the right things, you're never going to get the things you want. Number 8, if you don't know what you're doing or what you want, try to get inspired by other people. Find people that you're like, hey, you inspire me. You're someone I want to be like. You have what I want. And so think about that. It's going to be different for everybody. I know that over the years I started finding, these people are really cool. These people resonate with me. This is kind of something I would like to do. So think about that. What are things that you think about that you want to do, or people that you're like, I would love to live your life, or I would love to have your job. So start thinking about that and be inspired and think that that is possible, and then go do it. Number 9, create a vision board or create the vision in your head of what you want. So start putting a Google document together or start making an actual board that you see of the things you want in your life, and start thinking that you have those things and that you're on the journey towards those things, right? You want to train your subconscious mind and you want to say, this is what I'm going to have. And you want to make it clear. You have to make it clear, and then you have to attack and go for it. And so you really want to put it out there. It can motivate you to go, oh yeah, that's what I'm working towards. Oh yeah, that's what's going to be in my life. Oh yeah, I have that in my life. And so if you make it visible, it can help you when you're like experiencing something or you're not motivated. You're like, oh yeah, this is my why. This is what I'm doing. If it's your kids are motivating to you and you want to create a life for them or help them be more financially secure, etc., then, or you want to spend more time with them, put pictures of your family, put pictures of your kids. This is why you're doing it. Number 10. This is important sometimes, is to get tough with yourself from a place of love. So sometimes I need to do that. I'm all about being empathetic and trying to understand. And I was especially more empathetic over the last couple of years and after lots of things that had happened in the world. But at the end of the day, we need to step up. We need to not just succumb and try to make life super easy. We need to step up and push ourselves to say, hey, no, you're capable of this. So let's reach for this. No, this is not okay. And so remind yourself, you are here for a reason. You are capable. You can step up and step into the power that is inside of you. And so you need to do that. It's required. So sometimes you need to give yourself a little tough love and say, hey, no, reach up here. Let's go. Number 11 is to think about the feeling or the life that you're going to have after it's done, but also during the journey. So the journey is lots of ups and downs and things going on, and try to enjoy that process too. But think about how it's going to feel when you actually get what you want. Now, it's not going to solve all your problems. It's just a moment, right? So be careful just chasing a moment, but it is going to feel good. And it's going to feel good to get to live the life that you want. And so it's not just the moment, but it's like if you've been working towards financial freedom, or if you've been working towards some big goal, you're going to get to reap the rewards of that. And it's not just a moment. It's then you get to live that life. If you're trying to build a business, if you're trying to get healthier, you get to live life in that way once you get there. And so I think that's really encouraging and inspiring to go, that's the life I want to live, and I'm going to do it. Number 12. So I don't know if this is motivating for you, but think about the type of person that you're becoming or that you have to become to get your goals. And so I think that's really cool, because part of it is the journey, and it's the process and the hard stuff and the things that are going on. It's actually molding you and shaping you into an even better person. And it's shaping you into a person that you actually can be, right? We're not all destined to be unhealthy. We're not all destined to just live a poor life. You can make changes. You can make these changes. But some of us are starting in different levels. And And so it's going to mold us even more. And it's going to take time and effort. And some of it, that molding is really tough. It's really tough depending on the situation you're in, but it'll be worth it. And you're going to be so surprised. And those stories where you start really in a horrible place and then you really rise up, it is an even bigger story. So keep working and keep working. You are being molded. Number 13, a way to stay motivated is to remember the people in your life, to do it for your family, but also to do it for yourself. What type of life do you want to live? I know I really want to spend more time with my family. I know I really want to spend more time working on projects that I'm really passionate about and serving people who want to be served or listen to the certain types of information. And so it's extremely motivating. And I know I want to do this for my family. I want to build wealth for my family. I want to be able to have the time and the freedom and the flexibility to be able to go to whatever events or activities that they have and to not be stressed and to be feeling in a good place. And so remembering that can really help you. It's part of the why, but it's also people are super inspiring and motivating and are a big part of life and our relationships. And so remembering those people that are important to you and yourself, because you are your most valuable asset as an individual. And so remember that. And lastly, a way to motivate yourself is simply eating healthy, doing the right things, exercising. You will feel so energized. There's all the science behind it, but by exercising, lifting weights, feeling empowered, going for a run, or also eating healthy foods, you literally feel so energized and so good. It's going to be a lot easier to stay disciplined and to do what you have to do if you're taking care of yourself. Can you achieve the goals that you want? Can you do the things without taking care of yourself? Sure, absolutely. But for me, that would be really hard to do. And so I know I have to stay true to those core things as much as I can in order to keep going. And yes, there's days where I don't do all of those things or don't exercise as much as I want, and then I totally feel it, and then I have to make up for that. But as long as you do the thing, it's really important. All right, so those were some tips on how to stay motivated when you're working on your wealth journey, your financial freedom journey, when you're working on your weight loss journey, whatever you are trying to do, building assets, business, whatever. It's really important to remind yourself and to try to know how to get yourself motivated when you need to, because it doesn't just happen. It doesn't just click. You have to train yourself. But people who achieve what they want, people who achieve wealth, people who are high performers, people who live the lives that they want, they step up and they motivate themselves and they do the things that not everybody else is willing to do. That's why they get different results. You have to think different, you have to act different, and you have to motivate yourself to do the things that you know you need to do to get there. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Was this video helpful? What do you do to motivate yourself? Do you find yourself lacking motivation? Was this video helpful to you? Definitely let me know. I also have another video on my channel that I posted recently, and so I can link that in the description below if you want a few more tips. But please feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. It really supports the channel and helps get this video out to more people. Feel free to share if you find it valuable, and maybe someone else in your corner can take this video and enjoy it. And I will see you in the next video. You got this. Keep working hard. Keep working on motivating yourself. It will be worth it. Bye, guys.